I guess, start the recording here.
X-ray, killing both of Greenfall's BTRs and a majority of their squad in the first
X-ray killed BTRs.
Yes.
Nice. G-Leg just top down Aussie Wookie.
I think so too. Bravo was attached to the X-ray team.
Okay, well then, yeah.
That's why they had a fucking back gun.
Night Owl's running up to... Oh, he's defending this one cache.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's brutal, man. That's fucked up.
Come
It
on,
looks like
Night
some
Owl.
Vietnam.
Fuck, why didn't they shoot each other? He isn't clipping through the fucking floor, is he?
Well, fuck, it doesn't matter, because the guy outside just blew his head off. Patriot. Nice.
What happened?
Night Owl's clipping through the floor, killing people.
Spiky, if you're asking what made this round cursed, most of all, it was Blue 4 X-Ray just absolutely demolishing probably about a third, I think a solid third of Green 4, as well as their assets, the 2 BTRs. And from there, it was just kind of a wait and see what happens, but nothing happens. So it's just kind of a wait.
27-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. There's Green 4 eliminated.
Roger, I gotta ask you, what's the difference between Liru and a mosquito?
All right.
Liru, do you have an answer?
No.
No one wants to talk to you.
Oh, dream.
The mosquito stops sucking after you slap it.
Jeez, Barb, do you know the difference between you and a leech?
Oh dear.
No, there is no difference.
Oh no.
I'm actually pissed. You see those deaths that just went off?
Yeah, Maz?
That fucking pissed me off. They were right on top of that.
Love you too, Liru.
Bro, I'm not here to be insulted. I'm here just to cover PvP. So if he's gonna be a salty little shit.
I got some good head though on my beer.
All right, let's see how round 2 is, and we'll start updating our commands accordingly.
Oh,
Leave this
D-test,
place,
hell
man.
yeah.
So,
Leave this
sorry that I
place
was late, but I
before
will
you
still
fall
be
too
covering
far down
rounds
the
2 and 3.
rabbit hole.
Alright, have a good stream, guys. Bye-bye.
See you, Maz.
Love you.
User left your channel.
How was your nap, Liru?
It was all right for the most part.
Nice.
How was your pizza?
Good. I
What'd you
ate
get?
it all. And everything.
Well, so what constitutes an everything?
And everything.
Well, go through the list. What constitutes an everything?
All right, bring up your local pizza app or anything right now. Look at all the toppings.
No,
there you
no,
go.
Okay, no, that
That's
is
everything.
not how that works. That is not how that works.
Is it not?
Because I don't know what the fuck Liru got. Liru probably got some local chain.
Everything. It just an everything. An everything you can make your own. You know.
Why are you simping for him?
I'm not. That's you've asked. You do this whenever I ask stupid questions. So you know, I thought
Yeah,
I'd
'cause
decide
they're
to
stupid
repay the favor.
questions.
Your fucking question was a stupid question. To add, I don't want to say that. My dad made one of the fucking what in common jokes, and I don't really want to say it. But I guess I'll say it.
Do it.
How many points to mute
What do
them?
women and washing machines have in common? They both leak when they're fucked.
Hey, Don, can you put a poll up? Just
That
ask a yes or no
fucking
if people
bravo.
want me to mute them, because I will if people
Bravo.
want me to. That's up to you guys.
Oh.
Next game, a neutral sector, Ob4 1-to-1 level, and no assets. So a no asset game and a sector capture. Finally.
Oh shit, Dog Force sniped Maz. Nice.
Let me know what that result is. But I will go upon the majority. right. I'll hit the drop down.
Neutral sector, op 4, blue 4, 1-1.
I just said this.
I was
Just said this. No, I said it before you were muted.
I don't think
No,
so.
not hungover. I
I
just
did.
woke up.
I said this before you were
Bloodwing
muted.
coming home.
Okay, so what does that matter? 69 players on the server.
It is
Nice.
pretty evenly.
Technically, there's only 66 players on the server because we're not playing.
Just lightning faster my DMs and take the rest of this time to go through this. It's a shorter FNF round, only about 70 players, so we'll see how things go. Whew. Yeah, it's fair, Don. Only need a few, but say okay. I will admit, though, it is nice to have a little bit of peace and quiet. You're coming, Tiger? Nice. Could always use another few players for this stuff. Whew. Otherwise, hope all your Friday evenings are going a-okay. Round 1 took about an hour and a half, so round 2 and 3 might be finished by about 11:30 tonight. Hey, player in the verse, how you doing? Any Phasma plans for this month? Yes. So I'm hoping tomorrow in the evening we'll either be doing Phasma or Ghost Hunter Core with Dante if he's not too busy with that new MMO that's come out, New Vision, New Horizon, whatever the heck it's called. But apparently he's really good at it. He has a clan that's really good at it. So, New World, that's it. Alright, it is a yes. Gentlemen, my chat voted. I'm going to be muting myself for the rest of the stream. So, I will see you guys next time, okay?
All right.
Cool.
Could you still give me the multi, though?
There is no multi.
Sound muted.
All right, so we'll solo cast this. You guys will be my co-host here. I'm going to go ahead, separate from them, just give myself some space. But otherwise, we'll see how things go. And righto, Sean, I hope you keep enjoying everything. Well, no, I tell people how it is straight up because, you know, it's worse than sugarcoating around. Just be honest with everyone and they'll be honest with you, and that's all you need. If you can't deal with the truth, then, well, you shouldn't be around it. Righto, Don, it's just blue 4 and op 4. Just do it while we're in the map, set to 20 minutes. We should be fine. Now, an even split with 73, meaning there's 3 in the co-casting couch, means it's going to be about 35v35. We're at 35v32. So they're going to skew the remaining op 4 trickle in to, or the players to an op 4 to make it 35v35. So well-timed mute. Well, I mean, that was just for my client side, so. It's because I didn't have sounds disabled from EU. So I disabled the quote-unquote hydrate command because I'm coming off of it from the the EU branch, so I got a little wasted there. So pizza was good though, so thanks to Flavit and Forge for helping provide for that. But otherwise, we'll cover the rest of the NA branch here, rounds 2 and 3, and we'll hopefully see everything get a little bit closer than the ending of that first NA round. Looking at the player base already, we got Morales leading Blue 4. We've got the sniper being Tilster, aka Cheese, with Wheaton Wiki with him under the Blue 4 group. Nielsen leading Alpha for Blue 4. Alpha 1 having Montgomery, Schultz, basically 29th ID guys. Norris also under there with Alpha 2 as a machine gunner. That is his strong suit, which makes him that much more of a threat. We've got Space Cowboy Carl, Korvac leading Bravo, Night Owl being an assistant missile specialist, so some good players under Bravo there. Mike, aka Mr. Hawk, under Bravo 2 with a few other players. Nafs, Vargrant leading Charlie with Nafs as the AR, Lolo, Notbay, and Dooley playing under Charlie 1. Some really good players under there. And that is it. And they're going to be fighting Patriot leading Op 4 with Maz leading the Recon group, the sniper being G-Legs, who has done pretty well with it in the past. Severe leading Alpha HQ, and he's got Coalition under him, who I would argue is the third best player within FNF. It's man-to-man Gummy, Topher, Arcor playing with that group. Whale as the combat engineer. Nice. Lurch with SOG taking Alpha 2. Jib Style leading Bravo. Ibanek, Night Owl as the missile specialist in here, maybe because they're changing people around. I could have sworn I saw him under here, but I guess I was wrong. And otherwise, Stottenberg, Snow Owl. Maybe I got him confused with Snow Owl. Under Bravo 1, and then 4IB taking Bravo 2. We'll see the rest of them in just a second. Lolo, Notbay, and Dooley getting your vote. Nice. And there's the mission file booted. Mission's called Decay, also has a neutral sector made by Night Owl, aka the guy with the really awesome voice. And we'll break down the rest of that other half of the roster in just a moment. It's going to be a small AO with a custom town. I believe this is the same custom town we had that scavenger hunt on, because the blotches on the map look a little familiar. The side of the AO looks a little bit familiar as well. I'll get confirmation once I go in, but it's nice to see Night Owl using that town again because it was really well made. 3 simple sectors within, honestly, 100 meters of the spawn zones, and then the neutral sector being in some sort of graveyard. So this should be fairly interesting. All right. See how this goes. But this probably is going to be another quick round within 30 minutes, to be honest, with the spawn zones being this close. I kind of like that we're seeing some quicker rounds within FNF, because one of the biggest complaints I see people talk about is how they wait like 20 or 30 minutes to then get one firefight's worth of action that's about 5 minutes before they get killed off. So the fact that they're lowering those transit times is kind of nice. One of the other ideas I've been bringing up is take the 15-minute spawn timer and or setup timer and set it to like 10 minutes for rounds like these where you don't really need that much planning. You just, in this case, have to make a big battle line. Oh, I'm hoping to see some good CQC as well, because we've got a good mix of players for CQC on both sides, so it means this is going to be pretty close. I don't think it's luck-based. If you get a proper flank on a group of people inside a town, yes, it does put you ahead. And regardless of if there's any desync or ping lag, you're almost always going to get that headshot as long as you're focusing. All right. Yeah, so this is that same dilapidated town. Blue 4 on this side over here. I'd imagine they're going to be the quote-unquote vanilla, but no, they're actually going to be a little bit of an older Desert Marine style camo, but still 5.56 with M249s, 240 Bravos, Carl Gustavs, that sort of thing. And again, that's where TSB with Not Dooley, Not Bay and Dooley are, as well as the 29th ID with Morales commanding. Op4, meanwhile, Tiger was able to make it in. And then we also have 4IB, Ghoster, Meep 50, Hanu, Green Shade, and Ghoster here as well on Op4, commanded by Patriot, as the vanilla Op4, as I like to call them, aka the Russian EMR with 545 based weaponry with those AKs and whatnot. So these actual sectors, again, this is a really beautiful map. I'm glad Night of Izzard is using it a second time, utilizing these tree textures to make pseudo vines. He might have actually changed a few things too, but this is a very beautiful CQC style area. So let's go ahead and break down the areas. Alpha is not a graveyard. It's a dilapidated solar farm that's been partially taken over by nature again, with a little park right here as well. And it's just the entirety of this area. Bravo, meanwhile, is this corner, which is really hard to see from above. You have to kind of get down and below. I don't remember this area, so I think he's made a few changes to it. And here is the the Night of Izzard, the Night Owl Classic, where he puts pineapples on pumpkins on toilets and puts a fire in the middle. That is his calling card for these scenarios he makes. And then Charlie is all the way down here. Actually has an office building. No, this is the hotel bottom tied to it, with a little bit of flooding all around. So not a lot of buildings that can be enterable overall, but the ones that are placed in strategic locations, even in the sector, to help secure them. Because this one can be held for a long while. It even has some stacking on top of itself to deny it from being able to get up there. But yeah, overall this should be an interesting AO. Not bad. So again, I think this is only going to take about 30 minutes tops, but I wouldn't really know who to bet on, because you've got Op4 with Coalition and some heavy hitters down here with Night Owl, 4IB, that sort of thing. But you got Blue 4 with, a few elements of Scandi Recon that decided to stay on the night, 29th ID, and Dooley and Not Bay, who work really well in CQC. So this could seriously swing either way, and that's going to be quite interesting to watch. Otherwise, I'll be curious to hear your thoughts, but I think this is pretty cut and dry. We just got to wait the 15 minutes to get through all of this, you know? And it's not a hard idea either. You just make a battle line. I think the mistake we're going to see is if Blue 4 or Op4 try to overcomplicate it and send forces around on a massive wide flank. I think that's going to be a little useless, because this is all open area around this sector, and instead they should just fully commit in a battle line style format in this AO itself, because if you're caught in the open, the wide flank is just going to completely fall apart. I'd love to see Dooley make another Terminator style takedown, but anything's possible. And yeah, we're still going to have the full 15 minutes. Now, there's no way to get up top to these large rooftops. Otherwise, some sniping action would be really, really cool to see. I'd be curious if these ladders work. A sniper is able to climb up this, hide within it, get on top of the crane, and then use the concealment up here to their advantage. There's no way for them to get to the tippy top where this crane actually is and then climb to somewhere else, but interesting and tough call. The city is drunk? Nah, the city's just dilapidated. Otherwise, I don't know. Obviously, you got some streets here, or what remains of the streets, to work up, but they're not going all the way back and forth here. I think this is the only one that goes all the way up and down, but that's in between the two sectors close to the home sectors and the middle sector. So it's a tough call. Let's see. Let's talk about some death traps. I don't think we're going to see anyone scale this solar tower unless it's out of desperation. Now, we do see the door open, so a really good way to hold this sector would be to get some people all the way up there, but a potential single satchel could take this building out if either side wises up to it. However, just going prone up here would be a really good camping spot. Other areas within the sectors themselves, Bravo... It's a lot of open ground because it's right in the middle here. If not a little more north. These pools going prone in them would provide a little bit of cover, but they're angled. So if you get spotted, you're kind of dead. Going over to these buildings on the edge would be good camping spots. I think the Charlie side of the AO has one of those buildings a little more within it right here, so that would also be pretty good. Otherwise, it's really tough to tell. But I could see both of those sectors being camped because of those buildings that you can enter multi-stories of. It's the effects of global warming. Yeah, sure. Sneak the environmental message in there. Otherwise, I don't see it again, because these open areas to the side, yeah, there's a little bit of fog cover, but if they're spotted, you easily get picked off. Same for this other side right here, you know? But if you start going around the hill entirely, I mean, that's out of the AO itself, so to outflank, you don't even have that much room. The AO is going to force you to stay within the sector itself. So I don't see a good reason to do any type of outflanking. It's your country in 30 years' time. Have faith, Yasuhiro. Have faith. And yeah, I think I got hydration. Spawn-wise, Op4 has no choice but to run down from over here on their western flank. East-wise, Blue 4 can... Or excuse me, Blue 4-wise, they can just run straight north. So a slight advantage for Blue 4. That's only going to buy them a few seconds, though. And that also puts Op4 in a great place to just straight shot into Alpha. And we also have some of Blue 4 already crossing the river here to, I guess, run into Alpha from over there. Tough call. Luton didn't mortar it. Calm down. Oh, that's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Love it, though. I don't know. This is one of those where both sides have good player bases that are pretty evenly matched. We're just going to have to wait till the actual PvP starts to see where it goes. Water is... I'm not sure if it'll actually slow them down if it's only up to the knees, but... Yeah, it looks like it's fine there anyway. I got a church bell going off in the middle. No magnified optics either. Just up to the marksman. But even then, this map, it's pretty limited, but I could still see a marksman being useful. I would say Op4 is going to be a little easier to defend because all the tree cover, so any higher up areas are going to have a tougher time. Compared to Blue 4, where it's all just big buildings getting in the way. But you could still have a lot of top-downing. Ooh, you got this really tall apartment complex building, though. I could see Blue 4 really camping out this sector with that building. Otherwise, I think it's just going to matter of who gets to Alpha first. And we'll see how things go. I don't know. That's all I can really think of. Blue 4 has the advantage of having these really tall apartment buildings to work with within their sector. They've even got some areas that there's, you know, some wooden planks down to cross. Bravo has this building to work with, but I think in terms of total square footage across buildings, Blue 4 has a little bit of an advantage, no matter how slight. So, regardless, I'm going to be watching the CQC intensively here because this is... I'm excited. It's rare that I'm excited for an FNF operation like this one. Or I guess as excited. Because this is going to be pure urban fighting. You get a lot of village fighting, you know. That can be considered urban, but this... Excuse me. Would be true urban fighting with all these really tall buildings. A lot of them accessible. And then some really cramped alleyways and streets. I think this is going to be pretty cool. The last one we saw on Gulf Coast a few weeks ago, that was a bit of a coastal city. That was a pretty nasty mess for the attacking faction because the defending faction was able to just outmaneuver them and use a smaller force to attack a bigger force. But in this case, where they're both equidistant, I'm really curious to see how it'll play out. Two minutes. True Yasuhiro. But I don't really see where the cheese can happen on this map, especially considering the previous map or mission that was on this with the scav hunt. It was pretty interesting. The only thing that dragged it on was a few of the last survivors, but because this is a sector control, there's no room for that. Well, no, I could still see it dragging out, actually, because to actually get it up to 100 points can take a while. But if people just purely go for kills, then it'll be fine. I think it's going to drag out when one side gets their butts kicked, they lose the fight, and then they just have a few holdouts at their home defensive sector. So Op 4 here or Blue 4 here, and they just decide to camp it out. That's where we're going to see it drag out. I doubt it's going to be a quick 10 to 15 minute round, which it honestly should be given this type of AO. Instead, we're just going to see a nice 10 to 15 minutes of action, and then another 15 to 20 minutes of it dragging out. That's where I'd put my money. Any second now. I love how everyone's ready to triple time it over on Blue 4. How's Op 4 looking? Op 4 still has a lot of their guns out, so I think Blue 4 is going to get to some of these sectors quicker. You had Legs readjusting one of his SSWT kits. So I think Blue 4, based off the fact they're all going to triple time, is going to get into their sectors first, especially since they have more of a straight shot. But I think Op 4 has also shown me that they don't have to worry about that water too much. There's the start. Look at Blue 4 run. Look at that unified triple time there. Most of them, I would say 90% are doing that. Meanwhile, Op 4 are sticking to double time, which means that they have their guns out. Triple time, you run with your weapon on your back, but it means you run quicker than someone with double time who's just sprinting with their gun out. You have Op4 beginning to enter the city. Some really well-placed GLs landing on Op4 territory. Actually hitting Koak there. If only those GLs were fired a little bit earlier. But Blue 4 just piling in here, sending no one to Alpha. They're going to try to steamroll right into Op4's home sector. Very interesting call here by Blue 4, trying to rush both of those sectors to take them. It's going to be the harder play, though, as we had Op4 divide evenly among Bravo and Alpha. So 5-minute rule being applied as Bravo's taken before Charlie. Now Blue 4 is going to slowly move up. 2 Blue 4 guys getting wiped in the first barrage. That was Adria, excuse me, and Montgomery. To a twin PKP pair. So that little hamlet getting locked down. Ghoster over here, overwatching these Blue 4 guys, has a scoped PSO and is trying to pick some people off, but unfortunately isn't able to land shots as he is mowed down by a trifecta of Blue 4. Another Op4 player was taken out. And we have about 5 skulls on Blue 4, but the Op4 skulls are following close behind at about 3. Now, I will admit, Op4 is in the numbers advantage, because just because you push a large amount of numbers down a flank doesn't always guarantee success. Dog4 getting flanked and hit by Patriot, and double tapped even. But with an urban environment, these tight streets can really screw you over if you're trying to push out higher numbers, because it's just more down a meat grinder. Hanu firing by, trying to double tap bodies there. So I think Op4 is gonna be able to keep this advantage going. As you see Stottenbay here firing down the street. A few Blue 4 doing a wide flank, but Op4 is starting to encompass the Blue 4 force here, and you're seeing forces get right on top of each other, part of the same building. Night Owl with his flank, knocking Shooples out. And this is the brutality you're gonna get early on. So far, I'm seeing Op4 just outperforming Blue 4 in the firefights here. And the skull count is showing that to be correct. It's not just one group doing it, though. It's all around. Blue 4 hasn't sent anyone up yet. And the guys up here for Op4 are just mowing people down. That's another crazy thing about urban environments and urban fighting. You can clear the ground floor or something, but you might have hostiles right above you, killing all your buddies as they move in. Yeah, Blue 4 doesn't have a stairwell from in here. They'd have to go outside, and they're just worried about further Op4 entrenchment stopping them. Yeah, so Op4 might be starting to run into an issue here, though. Because even though they had less forces over here, it's starting to show. As Blue 4 are starting to run forces around. That's going to create holes for players like Not Bay to run in and eliminate everyone. So now you got these Op4 guys walking around. I'll be curious to see where Bay goes, but again, this AO is gonna really hurt because of all the tree cover watching the actual sector itself. He could ambush Night Owl, but that's just one guy. Ah, those glasses are bulletproof, and Bay runs in and eliminates Night Owl and does a nice double tap. Op4 now locking down the street. You see multiple Blue 4 down and dead. Got X-Ray Elements battling up here. Wiki's down, Tiger running in. Grenade gets thrown out. Makes Tiger pull back. Almost shooting each other, but Wiki's woken back up. And he managed to get both of them and stay alive. Hot damn. Maz then drops Wiki. Will Cheese now come out? No, he doesn't. What's Cheese doing? I think he's surrendering. Cheese is actually surrendering. Okay. Not what I was expecting. So he's gonna medic himself up here. Just waiting for someone to come out. And Bacon doesn't care and still executes him anyway. Oh, that's fucking cold and brutal. Welcome to F&F, where no one gives a shit if you surrender. I love it. Bravo now contested. Enough Blue 4 members have entered it to knock its control. Down to neutral, you got Skipper over here trying to shoot down into this one building. I think you just saw Mike throw that item. Op4 firing back here, knocking Lolo and Dooley out. Kernshaw playing dead. Great barrage by Op4. And they also knocked Kernshaw out. Now they're getting those double taps. Brutal takeout there. Mike is now the only guy there. Not Bay flanking, taking out one of the Op4 guys. Again, we can't see kill counts because of the latest Arma update. But Bay might be able to help turn this around. Oh, but Ibanek crushes Bay's dreams. Now it's just up to Mike. I don't know, just on an outside value here, I'm definitely seeing more red ticks than blue ticks. Excuse me. Did have Kernshaw wake back up, but the other two bled out. So this attack has fallen apart. That group's been retaken. I think Op4 might lose a few guys in a counterattack, but yeah, we just had Op4 make up trade with a Blue 4 member. But if Op4 trades even with Blue 4 now, it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for Op4, but a victory nonetheless. Mike now trying to walk out here, satisfied with the smoke he has out. Yeah, not even, that was about 9 minutes of action. Now you're going to start seeing things die down as people get a little more desperate and we see a little more of the guerrilla side of tactics used, as well as lone wolf tactics. Op4 just forming a unifying battle line along the two areas they own. They'll probably wait it out and then send forces over to get to Charlie, letting Blue 4 try to reorganize and send unified groups in, thus weakening the defense. I think Mike hears the footsteps above him, and he's playing this cautiously. Nora's still up. He's walking around on the rear. Cool Breeze still running around this building. Aussie Wookie below. Skipper, that's... Wow. I don't think that's going to do anything to Mike, yeah. Does nothing to his above friendlies. And we just had Kernshaw get taken out there. Yeah, right, Tiger? You should have double tapped. All right, let's look at Blue 4 here. What do they got remaining? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Blue 4 players remaining against 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, all of the Coalition group is still alive. That's pretty funny. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 versus 7. It shows. I think they saw Cool Breeze up there and are trying to take him out. I don't see Aussie Wookie anymore. It looks like he was taken out by Cool Breeze. On this corner, he might have been trying to resupply or something. And so things went down a little quicker than I thought. Now we're just waiting this out. We've got Bacon and Maz trying to flank out Charlie. Mike gets out, getting a fight with Skipper. Both has 7.62 MMG gunners, but there is no clear victor there. Not Stealth, thanks for the 3-month resub.
Gamer moment.
Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. There goes Mike. Norris is now down at the ground level, trying to look in with his 240 Bravo. If he extends out, he can actually see the 3 guys over there. I think he's going to spot Ivanek. Drops Ivanek. It's an angle where Opford doesn't really notice. But yeah, if Norris just plays Gorilla here, might be able to pick off a few more. What I am interested about, though, is Maz and Bacon. They're within striking range of Charlie to take all 3. Now you're hearing Norris open up, attempting to take someone else out. Here he is running around on the backside. I like how he's moving from area to area in different vectors to attack this Op4 position. And he's firing at whatever he thinks moves at this point. But you have 5 Blue 4 remaining. Norris has to be careful. I highly doubt Blue 4 can pull the W out, but I think they can get quite a few kills in the meantime. Charlie now being contested as Zoni's the only Blue 4 remaining in the AO. Space Cowboy and Artisan might pull back. Now they know there's Op 4 around Charlie. Now, yeah, this firefight over here, over this building that's floating. It's kind of funny. As Maz and Bacon are fighting Artisan and Cowboy. So what needs to happen here is we need to see one of the Op 4 Blue 4 guys start outflanking. That sector recaptured because Space Cowboy dipped in with Artisan and Zoni on a 2v3. Ooh, Bacon, get the shot. Nope, his stamina's a little scuffed, so his aim was going left and right. And now they're pulling back, but now you see Op 4 sending this massive counterattack. Meanwhile, to the north, it looks like Norris was unfortunately taken out. Now there's only 4 Blue 4 remaining. Coalition might come up and try to breach this one building as Eagle just camps the corner. Bacon and Maz coming up. Still only 4. Ibanek, I do not, unfortunately. I know you got a few, but that's because Arma updated. Now we can't see kill counts in spectator mode. Because Arma broke a few things, unfortunately. Now, if I was OpFor, I wouldn't focus too much on breaching and clearing buildings. I would focus on going for the actual sector. Eagle camping it. Whale did the smart thing and push by. Pops a grenade. That other grenade lands out there. Eagle goes prone, takes the shrapnel first thing, and Whale goes in, double taps him. Great call. Artisan up here. Sector knocked to neutral. As Topher pushes in, spots Zoni and kills Zoni before he can realize he's being shot at. And then there were 2. Arma update did a little bit of trolling. I also noticed the for the 6.8 rifles that are Chinese based, you can put for the auto rifle version of it, you can put a 7.62 suppressor on it. That was pretty funny because I was working on the Sunday public op that uses mostly vanilla stuff. And here's the footsteps up there. Ooh, Artisan able to knock it to neutral, but it gets back into control of OpFor. You can hear those suppressed shots going. If I was Carl, I'd honestly drop the Carl Gustav and all the ammo for it. He does not need that right now. Instead, he needs the mobility. There's the church bell going. Artisan in the sector, but he's got to kill some of the OpFor guys for it to be knocked as neutral. But I remember timing this one time. It takes 20 minutes for a single guy to turn a neutral sector into a controlled sector. It takes a while. Topher coming around is about to get flanked by Carl. Carl opens up with a grenade, but that had Topher hear it. Topher getting knocked to his feet. Grenade going by, might knock him. Yep, all right, knocks him to his feet. Again. Carl now stays on top of the church, all 3 sectors under OpFor control. Raining death for Blue 4. Someone at the church. He's over here. Come get him. Yep. Carl being very defensive about this position. It is an advantageous one, but if OpFor rallies, they can push to him. We have a freaking storage center here. Carl now flanking around on the back. Oh, yeah, no, the early shootouts are always the toughest for urban environments. He's going to pull out the AT and watch that corner. It's a very chaotic way to do it. He doesn't see the movement up there. OpFor doesn't see him there either, though. He's going to spot Topher. Put some shots on Topher. Gummy immediately retaliates. I don't see any blood, though. All those shots missed. Carl throwing a smoke. Looking over here. Artisan's content with camping this building. With all 3 sectors, that means there's 3 points every 20 seconds. So 72, 100 minus 72 would be... Okay, so 75's 25. That means that... Why can't I do math? It's about 8 minutes remaining in this round for the point ticker to go all the way up, as long as they don't kill the other 2. Bring out your dad, yeah, right? Zapper holding, trying to do a quick reload. That's going to be his undoing because he gets caught reloading. And there's Blue 4 eliminated because Artisan was also taken out on the rooftop up here. You saw another bullet go into his head. That was Dryden, who somehow made it all the way up here, so he jumps to his death. Dryden with a little victory snipe. How the hell did Dryden get up there? Actually, for real, how did he enhance movement up the side? I have no idea how he did that. He has a sniper kit up here. All right, pay it out to Op4, Don, if you don't mind. Interesting. We're just waiting for the round to end at this point. All right, round 3, the final round of the night. We're making great time for NA. Usually NA doesn't end till like around midnight, but we're at least going to end by around 11:30 at this rate. All right, so I'm going to tab out here. It's set to D-Task. We'll see the final mission turn in just a second. And I'll go ahead and put some ads up so I can transition to the final round of the night. It is going to be Columbia Scav Hunt. Blue 4 versus Op 4. No distinct advantages. All right, there's the mission command updated. And this will be it for me tonight. Tomorrow, I probably won't be on till the evening, if at all, because I'm taking the day off to hang out with Bloodwayne. A few notes, though. The framework for the Fallout Checkpoint RP opens for slotting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AK my DM's open to start putting people on certain slots. It's been advertised at a lot of places, including the official Aftermath, which is the Fallout Mods Discord, so it's been pretty nice. Scav hunts, I would say, they're fun, but they have been being done a little excessively because it's a new game mode, which is understandable. But Scav hunts are a little rushy right now. Now that they've been done so long, a lot of people have developed metas for them. And I will also say it's one of those, how do I put it? Game modes where it plays more towards the objective than the actual PvP. Which I personally think is a good fresh air from most of the PvP intense game modes that FNF has. But, I mean, we had one last 3 branches. We had one coming up here, so I can understand that. Also, Dream, how are you doing? So we're going to have less. This is going to be like a 29v29. Just waiting for the next one. Yeah, Sahira's like, that wasn't taken right now, though, right? You're not 12 hours opposite of me. I thought it was more. Huh. Nice G-Shock watch, by the way. I only know of their company because of their advertisement with the gorillas. Fun fact. But we'll hopefully get slotting done wickety-split. It is a bit of a logistics nightmare, but it's again a different type of game mode for people in FNF to play. I wouldn't say it's new anymore because it's gone through a few iterations. they're starting to do slotting. They're doing the classic. If you haven't been on Op 4 all night, go Blue 4. And if you haven't been on Blue 4 all night, go Op 4. It's usually what happens to the last rounds. All right, 56 minus. How many people would be spectating? 2 or 3? I know Dream left, but G-Legs appears to be specking as well. Barb appears to be calling it for the night, so that means there's going to be 55, 54, 53. Thanks to the raid, Barb. Hope you are doing A-okay tonight. 53 divided by 2 would be about a 27. Yeah, so 27 v 27. So this is going to be a pretty small round, interestingly enough. You're good, Dream. I'd say something mean, but not worth it. Hey, Leia, how you doing? Oh, yeah, no, when you get super tired, you're no longer yourself. Your body just shuts down because you gotta sleep, man. I getcha. A bit of drinking? Nice. I was the same way. That's why I missed round 1 of NA. I passed out for an hour, but I'm back mostly sobered up and ready to go for some more. I know, Dream, but that's like kicking a horse while it's down. Where's the fun in it, you know? But yeah, no, I was just drinking Stoli Doli vodka seeping in pineapple for 3 days to let it infuse and get rid of that yuckiness of the vodka, and then you add ice to it, and you can't even detect that it's vodka until you get to the aftertaste, and it's just a slight one. Leia, I'm a super lightweight, which is great because it means I only need to drink a little bit before I, you know, get fucked up. But I'd be out for the count very quickly, to be honest. Cheap date? See, I don't skim on the food budget, though. And besides, less alcohol means more food budget for that, so I can go to all the nice places. It's the good one. Then again, yeah, lightweight means cheap night out if you're accounting for the other, more common type of dating. I date for romance. Sorry to say. That's because I've only had 2 serious relationships in my life. A 2-year and a near 8-year, so. And one of them I wasn't even old enough to drink, so. Shut up, Barb. I bet he's been drinking too, which is why he's out of it. Maybe not drink with us Germans? Well, I'd hate to be a liability. That's the one issue I'd have. All right. 25 v 26, a few fill-ins. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We got Morales leading Blue 4. Jib Style on the X-Ray team lead with Gummy as the sniper. Whale staying on to stay as one of the silenced riflemen with Bacon-flavored man. We got Ibanek leading Alpha as a team lead. Tiger from TSB, Patriot, Coac, Collective from Coalition, and Stoughton Bay. Got Lolo, Not Bay, Night Owl, Bart, Dooley, Rory taking it in Bravo 2. Some pretty good players in there. And then all the way down to Delta, where we've got Rainman, me, people from SPNK. That's one of the newer communities. Op 4, meanwhile, has Korvik. I have never seen him command 173rd IDAP. Oh, that's funny. Artisan from the same group, Space Cowboy Carl from the 174th AER. A few members of the 29th ID also, actually, no, a lot of 29th ID being the bulk of Op 4 there with Norris in there as well. And then we've got some SOG players taking it under Charlie 1 and Charlie 2. And then Pronix being a second MRB fill-in. And Wiki trying to take a machine gun all the way on the bottom of the roster. Nice. Leia Strawn armed me into the maid outfit, and Leia is saying that he liked it. Yeah. Barb just likes the attention, let's be honest. Good gosh, now they're both drunk and flirting with each other in my chat, and I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, great, and Dream's now on his alt. See, I don't mind if Leia does it, because we live in a society where that's acceptable, but Barbarian... Just messing with you both. I don't give a shit. And there goes Mr. OO, aka Dream's alt account, because Dream needs to go to bed. I'd say Yas needs to go to bed, but he's 12 hours ahead and it's the morning for him, so, you know. See, Barb can't even spell right. Yes, Dream needs... Oh, no, Don. Oh, dear. I apologize, Dream. Well, see, Frost, I don't mind if you stay up late, but I know Dream needs to actually go to bed. Barb, just because you're drunk and a moderator doesn't exempt you from the rules. Calm down, buddy. You know, I have an idea. This is a cool, revolutionary idea. We're going to take one person's power and pass it to someone else that I know can manage this person. So, give me one moment. Don, you can get rid of that timeout, by the way. Let's let Leia manage Barb for the rest of the night. I feel like Leia's the more trustworthy adult here. So just untime out Barb, and Leia, you do what you want with them. I'm sure you'll be fine. Ah. Have fun. Again, this channel's all about just people having fun. Either in Arma or, well, if they're drunk. Well, if you want to see my drunk ass again, I'll be back next week with more booze, so. Give all your waifu material. This is going to be interesting. At least it'll give me something interesting to read for the next 15 minutes as they set up the next operation. Argon, made by Nemesis. We've seen quite a few scav hunts be done on this map. Again, we're up on Santa Rosa this time. I think this is the same AO as the previous operation. Yeah, no, this is the exact same AO. Alright, Don, you gonna put the prediction up or should I? It's really simple. It's just the same prediction as round 3 EU, if I recall. Oh, okay. Yes, Don, go ahead. Soon, yeah, soon.
Hi.
Okay, never mind. You're too loud. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
You just blew my eardrums out. Yep.
How the fuck am I too loud?
Okay, say it. You got 5 seconds.
Okay, fuck you, Don. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to play Far Cry.
2, 1. All right. Everyone's bullying Barb tonight. Wait, that's supposed to keep me occupied? Well, I want to be sober when I do an unboxing. Otherwise, I'm going to show you guys probably like my address or something. And, you know, my actual one. That would be pretty bad. Oh, well. Oh, no, I'll be there, Leia. I already told Barb I'd be there. The only instance where I wouldn't be there is if something IRL happens again. Well, hopefully it won't. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I hope they lower save start to like 5 minutes because they don't really need that much time, especially if this is a round that almost everyone's already done. It's not about the mailbox at that point, Yas. It's about certain people having my address that I know already want to kick my ass, so... Not really something I want to deal with in that regard. Leia, of course I'm going to be there Sunday, though. I want to call you Helen again. So because Leia's a mute, I'm gonna... I've asked her for permission, of course, but she's gonna be my new battle buddy on Sundays. We're just gonna call her Helen. And every time she goes down or something random happens, I'm gonna come up with a patented joke on the spot to say. It's gonna be great. Oh god, 15 minutes, please, no. Make it shorter. It's literally just blue for vanilla, the quote-unquote for... Blue 4 with that Marpat U.S. Marine 556 stuff versus Russian EMR, which is the vanilla quote-unquote for Op 4 for Friday Night Fight templates. That's okay, Leia. I'll just cuss at the sky. Make jokes about Helen all day. 15 minutes. I don't want to edit a video, Yas, because if I set it to process, then it's gonna... The stream's gonna get super choppy, unfortunately. Oh, whoa. Fucking go play Far Cry. Someone freaking time out whoa for like 3 hours. What would that be? That would be 600... No, 60 times... Yeah, no, 60 times 60 would be 1 hour's worth of seconds. 10 minutes works. There you go. Bad. Well, he's going to go play Far Cry, but you get my point. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? God, I don't know what to do for 15 minutes, to be perfectly honest, guys. It's just going to be another round of, just waiting around for the PvP to happen, then it's going to die down, and then we'll wrap it up, you know? 28,800 Barb. Funny enough, I don't actually like bullying you, or bullying anyone for that matter. Because that would just give you attention, and that's what you seek. So if I really wanted to bully you, I would just ignore you. That's how it works. It's 8 hours for sleep. Nice, Yasuhiro. It's for the audience. Well, the audience can bully you. Barba's classic troll. Exactly. If you just ignore it, it goes away eventually. Like a bad skin rash. No, that's giving him too much credit. A moderate skin rash. Just being mean to him at this rate. I don't really know what else to give at this rate, you know? Yeah, tell him, Leia. If he keeps spamming, you know what to do. Because spammers in this chat, not taken too kindly to. Wow, Barb, are you telling a moderator to shut up? I think, yep. Ouch. Oh, Yasuhiro did it! I love it. All right, again, going over the roster real quick. Morales covering Blue 4 Command. Jib Style, R-Core, Maz, Gummy, Whale, Bacon Flavored, so a few Coalition players. Most called it for the night, but some are sticking around for round 3. Stoughton Bay, Snow Owl, Tiger from TSB, Coac, Collectives from Coalition, Ibanek, Bart. I think I skipped over someone. Patriot, my bad. Not Bay and Dooley sticking around, along with Rory, Lolo, Skipper, and Night Owl. Rainman from Coalition sticking around. Meep 50, Hanu, Machine, and Mercury. I forget which community they're from. One of the newer ones, though. They're fighting Korvac, commanding Op 4 with Artisan, Space Cowboy, Carl, Zoni, and Mike taking the X-Ray group. And then just a lot of 29th ID players, including Norse. And then you have this group here of Mito, Jane, Sam, Lur, Jossie, Wookie, yada. A lot of good players. Yeah, no, Leia, I think you're doing a great job. In fact, I feel like this might be a permanent change. Chat, what do you think? I'll leave it up to chat here since they're doing a great job. Ah, man. Yeah, you and Barb have been playing a lot of Tarkov. It's been making me want to get back into it. I'm just waiting for the DayZ server on Wednesday that's going up. But, let's see. Chat, I'll let you decide. If you want to see Barb get his mod tag back, I want you to hit me with a lowercase y. If you want to see Leia keep her new moderator tags, hit me with a capital Y. So lowercase y, we give Barb his mod tag back. Capital Y, we leave Leia with the moderator tag. Oh, there we go. All right, just do the poll instead. That's easier to do. And yes, we're going to have a dedicated DayZ server on TSB, but I'm going to just open it up to anyone in my personal Discord because I got permission from the server dev to do that. All right, poll has been edited. Now you get the option to vote for Leia or Barb. You got to remember, mod slots are limited, guys. So there can only be one. Sorry to say, Hazmat, there can only be one. Oh, of course, Leia. Sure. Are you in my Discord? Because it'll be announced in there over the weekend. We'll add a tag for people to take to then use that to get into the DayZ channels to see all the IP. See the IP and the server mods and whatnot. Am I going to play when 12.12 hits? What do you mean by that, Pablo? For DayZ or something else? I'm just going to play because I want to be a loot gremlin, in all honesty. Oh, I used to play the shit out of the DayZ mod for Arma, too. Tarkov? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Got all the 29th ID guys lined up here. Who poked me about this? 1 second. Oh, Dream poking about the bully statement. Ah, whatever. We're only halfway through the start time here. I don't know. Looks like a lot of people want Leia to stay as a mod. I guess Barb's going to be out of a job. What a shame. Leia, do you accept the responsibilities of being a moderator on this channel? It's up to her at the end. And Barb is now drunk texting me saying, listen here, you cumpt. He spelled it C-U-M-N-T. That's cute. AA is on... Actually, I don't know. I think they were on Blue 4. Up here under X-Ray. The few that are playing. Do we not have the prediction live? Oh, my bad. Let me set that up real quick. Oh, it is live. Submissions are still open. It's there. All right, Leia. Well, that's okay, Leia. Because you still get it anyway. Here's the thing about moderation perms, guys. You don't have a choice. Anyway, let's get back to the round. Let's give a huzzah for Leia here. So, hip hip, huzzah, whatever. All right, now we're just waiting for the round to begin. So for those who don't know how Scav Hunt works, every few minutes a new cargo crates position will be revealed on the map for everyone. The cargo crates, I thought I just saw them. There it is. Looked like this. The first side to bring 6 back to their capture zone wins. Once the cargo crate has been unloaded in the capture zone, it can't be retaken because they decided that it was too gamey for people to wait for someone to do all the work and then steal them all. Yasuhiro removing the timeout on Barb. Barb, how do you feel to be relieved of your position? You're finally free. And Barb is absolutely speechless. Did you go deaf? Nah. Betrayed? Who betrayed you? By the woman I love. Aww. That's cute. I could be so mean right now. Oh, I don't like to be that mean, though. So I'll hold off. Liru, how could you betray Barb? What are you talking about? He said he was being a leech to me 2 rounds ago, so I don't feel like I'm betraying at all. I'm just evening the scales. Now he can't leech anymore. Easy. Funny enough, I only see Patriot loaded in one of the turn-in trucks. Everyone else is going to be mobile. Let's look at Op4. How many of the capture trucks do they have loaded? All 3 of them with crews. So Blue Force is going to go for a more direct PvP approach, as Op4 is going to play more on the objective. So I think Op4 is in bed to win it. We'll have to see. By the woman I love, that's what the betrayal is. You insult both me and him with that. See, you'll fit right in as a moderator. That's perfect. I love it. Absolutely love it. The guile. Barb is saying, TMNT because you deserve to be in a sewer. No, I'm just in a basement, buddy. Here we go. The late night bets. There are made men and then there's Barb who's a made man. I love it. Play on words. Otherwise, this could go either way. Now, I do like how the Op4 ones have a slot for people to turn out on in their transport trucks. I'm not sure if Blue 4... Okay, no, they do have that ability. And a little commander seat back there. No, Barb left the basement a while ago. He doesn't really edit for me anymore. He left on his own, and I've just found people to replace him like, you know, that. That's okay. I'm sure he uploads to YouTube often, right? You know, not like once a month. That would be pretty cringe. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. My fact checker is saying that Barb actually edits more than once a month. He does it once every 2 months. Ooh. That's pretty cringe, Barb. I'm sorry. Oh, well. Oh, my God. All right, so let's look for the actual crates here. We got one right here. See, one of the big issues, though, is I'm not sure if the positions were changed between the EU and the NA round. So anyone that played EU already has a distinct advantage. Got another crate right there. It's been flipped over. And there's another one far off to the... Oh, we're way off. It's somewhere over here. There it is. That's the one I initially spotted. We were having some trouble actually finding them in the EU branch, but now that we're actually looking with non-drunk, fresh eyes, I guess sobering up eyes would be the proper term. They're a little easier to spot. Just gonna text Barb on, huh? Because he seems to be mad. Did Barb go all in Op4? Nice. I'm going to be honest. I'd go all in Op4 too. Now he's saying you betrayed him? Leia. You're not betraying anyone right now. You're just being you, as I am being me. To quote, what is it, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Barb has to trust people to feel betrayed. I don't think he ever trusted us. Deep down, he knows. It was all gonna run out at the end. And now is that time. It's okay, Barb. All you gotta do to get that trust back is put on the maid outfit. Anyway, Ramirez! Right game, wrong campaign story arc, but hey, we're getting somewhere. Court of Opinions deems that you get the sword, so we betrayed him, not you. True. Everyone else betrayed Barb. I just was the messenger and carrying out chat's, what chat wanted. What do you think I was wearing? But you're saying that in the past tense. See, you took it off, and therefore you were backstabbed. Round has begun. First one revealed up in this little orange area on Santa Rosa. And it is right here tucked away in a little bit of foliage. Green 4 and Blue 4 mirroring each other. Excuse me, not Green 4. Op 4 staying on the northern side, now going direct south as Blue 4 still combs in around. Interesting. I think this could be a pretty quick round if Op 4, utilizing all three of their trucks, is able to get in and take whatever they can find Wickety Split. By wearing a Rory costume, I would pay money to see that. Oh, that's funny. Speaking of Rory, I got Devour King's dev team making a Rory model so I can use it for an op upcoming. Another gate-style operation. I got to bug Web Knight to ask him if he can make me a scythe. Or I could actually ask any weapon modder to do it, and then they can just copy and paste the melee framework onto it, so we'll see how things go. Why you make me search that up? Oh, that's funny. Otherwise, Op 4 taking the left side of the AO. Blue 4 sending a squad up to that jungle and deploying the rest of their forces there, but by separating, that leaves them a little more exposed. You got some of Blue 4 right here. They're finding crates and starting to immediately cash them in so they can bring them back to base. And then you've got two other trucks of people coming around on the northern side to deploy really far to overwatch the Green 4 capture zone, which is not a bad idea. There's not a lot of options there, unfortunately. But yeah, whichever side can lock down the other side's capture zone is probably going to get the advantage here. Op 4 under fire by Rain Man. Another box revealed all the way on the other side of the sector. Mike and Space Cowboy getting knocked out by Rain Man. Rain Man trying to fire shots on Artisan as he sees him moving through the bush. He then takes fire and is forced to pull back. White smoke popped up on the forest. That's distracting this Op 4 group to engage. I do like Blue 4's plan of just locking down Op 4's capture zone. That might be able to turn this around in Blue 4's favor despite them being so spaced out. Otherwise, no KIAs on each side. Sapper, I'm happy you like it, man. People like you are the reason I keep doing it. A lot of fire going up there. And I think Sholin's accidentally shooting his own groups up here. That's a little bit of a misplay. Sholin, check your map. Come on. Those are teammates up there, Goober. I'm just trying. Garcia now also firing up at their own groups. Green Shade got picked off, I think, by Blue 4 in the open up there. Chronix now pulling back with that crate, but Blue 4 is going to start locking down the Op 4 capture zone. And maybe you'll see Op4 start swinging around to the south, but there's still a lot of distance to cover. Yeah, righto, Frost. Psychedelics in the air to confuse Op4. Yeah, something like that, right? Another capture point revealed. I don't think these two Op4 guys are expecting that their capture zone's going to be camped like this. Got so much blue 4 already laying in wait right here. Tiger's prepping his AT. These Vics are invincible, though. Saw a lot of blood get drawn there. Dream lives matter. Thank you for the $1, Nordic. Oh, there goes the driver. You got the guy in the middle right now that's chilling. So blue 4 is going for elimination. Op 4 is going for the objective, but blue 4 is stopped Op 4's ability to get the actual objective. He's switching seats, and he just got knocked out. And that's both of them taken out. So I can only imagine Op 4 might try to rush units down. No, they're going to try to flank around to hit those few players. And this is going to allow blue 4 to get some of these objectives one at a time, but they have to get 6. So it's going to take them a hot second to get all that. Infinite glass breaked out wave. Yeah, right? Oh, we can talk about it later. I've got to see the how long it'll take for Devour to have his team get it done. Shouldn't be too long, but they're also getting a lot of requests right now. We'll see. So we have a little bit of a lull in the combat. We have some Op 4 rushing down. They've got 2 objectives on the blue 4 side as Patriot continues to run stuff around, but he's got no base defense. And Op 4 might try to counter that. We got some Op 4 starting to head north, though. At this rate, this team needs to head south and start covering their spawn zone. Chuplet's getting his AT out. Misses! Ouch. I think they're coming up to capture that one piece over there. See, the thing is, if they unload it, though, and it unloads into the Op 4 spawn zone, then Op 4 automatically gets it cashed in. So I think at this rate, blue 4 needs to transition into getting some of the other components. Looks like Patriot made a wrong turn. But he needs to transition to getting 2 other people on trucks, and then that blue 4 group at his base. Bard almost team killing his own squad mate there. We might see Patriot instead relay south. Tough call. No, you're just going to see Op 4 camp that one zone now. So both sides are going to camp each other, and this is going to end up turning into a really long round, unfortunately. You got to find someone to do it, Yasuhiro, and then you can negotiate with them from there. Ooh, all right, a little bit of a stunt drive there. Almost hitting our core. I don't know where Patriot's going. Snow Owl checking the body. So this might now turn into an elongated round because both sides camp each other's zones, and I think Op 4 isn't going to have the manpower to retake their own zone. Patriots come around all the way over there. At this rate, no one's playing the objective anymore. Son, that's what I do for all my expenses for commissions and stuff. Yeah, I write it off on my taxes and I record everything. That's the natural way. Patriot knocking out Lurch, trying to go for some double taps. I think got a few hits there, but not a full KIA. Mito and Jane now running up to his position. Patriots put too much distance between him and the truck. I don't think anyone's going for objectives anymore, minus this one truck over here. Lurch getting double tapped finally. Excuse me. It's gonna take a hot second. It's a shame, too, because if Blue 4 just transitioned to using all three of their trucks to grab what they could out of the space that Op 4 doesn't have, they could easily win this within 5 minutes. You need to tell me that? Righto. Funny enough, so when I did my taxes last year, the federal government accepted everything I said, but the state government, where I live in Virginia, had me still pay another, like, 20 bucks in taxes because they didn't like 2 of my itemized deductions. Because they had it audited, and I'm like, okay, well, the federal thought it was fine, but sure, whatever. I'm pretty sure they audit me every year, because it takes them forever to calculate some of my stuff. And then I almost always get a letter like 3 months later saying, hey, you actually still owe like 10, 15, 20. I think the biggest bill I ever got was an extra 45 bucks from federal 3 years ago. The first year I like actually had to pay taxes. So Patriot got Mito knocked out, trying to come around. Jane also coming around. Patriot's guns up though, waiting. But Jane has a PKM. Oh, Patriot, bad time to reload. It's always a bad time to reload. That's where we're seeing these CQC knockouts happen. All right, you got some Blue 4 coming around. It's because that's where one of the parts are. Blue 4 remounting to potentially pull back. Yoshikage Adam, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yeah, if only I could convince Bloodwind to move. That's never going to happen, unfortunately. Federal versus state. And then if you also have county taxes to pay, that also gets pretty fun. So skull count-wise, it's pretty even. It's just Blue 4 had the advantage, and now they're squandering it a bit. Because we're not seeing anyone pull back to do the objective. So this is just going to be a pretty slow lawn around, unfortunately. Bay going up in the high area here because Aussie was shooting out his feet. Oh, Bay's in trouble. Aussie just has to go prone and crawl up there. Nape getting knocked out, I think, by Jane. Bay was trying to get up high so he wasn't shot out, but it didn't give him enough. Bay could still wake back up, though. Oh, Aussie. Taking his gun. There's the truck. Bay! Bay! No! Lolo getting the revenge drop! Lolo immediately shot by Korvik. Lolo getting some shots. Has to do a reload. Doesn't commit to the push as Jane pulls away. Jane pulls out, fires under, and knocks Lolo out. These buildings on stilts, they're that way in case of flooding, but yeah, it lets you to see most of the under profile, and knock people out, but there goes Jane getting taken out by Skipper, who also has a 240. So a lot of 7.62 medium machine gun fire going on here. We're seeing OpFor mobilizing quite a bit. Could be potentially trying to load up more, but Blue 4 is fully camping that zone with a 2-point lead, and OpFor sending more over to Blue 4. It's just going to be a boring round of both sides camping each other, but Blue 4 is going to eventually win. Dooley coming up is going to attach Korvac here. Dooley being patient. Spots no, doesn't spot Korvac. Korvac, I just can't hear the footsteps over the Vic. As Skipper pushes up and just does a full frontal assault on Korvac and knocks him out. So you got OpFor redeploying up here because they got to go take their spawn zone back in order to start funneling stuff in, but Blue 4 is taking everything up there. And one of the transport trucks has been flipped on its side as the gunner was, the driver was taken out. Jesus. Yeah, they're dead. Blue 4 having a very slight player advantage right now. Blue 4 at this point, they have to send a few people back to hold their zone, and then they can just bring 4 more items in, but just being a mess all around, unfortunately. Still have a lot of time on the round. Both sides are going to use that time to maneuver. I think Blue 4 is going to defeat OpFor in detail at this rate, though. They got more forces to push. On this defensive line, though, it can be pretty even. OpFor's got a good L defense right here. Blue 4's got a good concave. It's just going to be down to who has better marksmanship at this rate. Not all Blue 4 on here are committing to this push either. Got Nielsen and Schultz coming around on the right. OpFor pushing up Dooley, knocking out Norris. Because at the end of the day, it's OpFor that has to push out and take their zone back. I could see Dooley like just camping under here and taking people out as they come up. I think Machine is now blue on bluing Dooley. What is up with the blue on blue this round? Dooley over pieing that corner. Sholin seeing the exposed torso. Doesn't land a hit though. Hanu still utilizing the smoke cover to his advantage. Norris wakes back up and immediately commits to bandaging. Skipper firing over at, I think, Hanu's position. Long shots going over to Hanu as well. Dooley coming around this building as Sholin comes around as well. Dooley finding and finishing off Norris. But Dooley getting taken out by Sholin, who heard those shots and found an angle on him. Skipper pushing up with a 240 Bravo. Runs out of ammo with it, though, and immediately pulls back behind multiple layers of concealment. Sholin looks like he got shot a few times in that. That's fine, Korvac. This is probably going to be the slowest scav hunt round because both sides just tried to counter camp, and yeah. Blue Force just hunkering down because they know that they have 2 cashed in. As long as they hold op 4, they can win, but it's going to be a long-ass round. Sholin getting knocked out by Skipper, an explosive charge going out over here. Grenade is thrown, got a man down right there. As Blue 4 continues to hold the line. I think if no one gets the amount of crates, though, it's a, neither side wins. If, no, actually, no, it's a tie if both sides have the even amount when the round ends. Winner becomes the side that has the most by proxy there. So that's what it is. Because we actually had a scav hunt that turned into a neutral round. Because of that, we got Snow Owl about to find Wiki. Both trucks immediately react. They're like, wait a minute, that wasn't a friendly truck. And they're just driving away. So I think Op 4 immediately drove away thinking there was more Blue 4 in there because that's a transport truck. And Blue 4 didn't engage it because they saw all 3 of the guys in there and realized there were only 2 dudes in there. So they just awkwardly drive past each other. That meme of pointing at each other, exactly, both Spider-Mans. Ay, ay, ay. So they're just going to push in and get killed off because Blue 4 still has a handful of defenders there. Yeah, truck and truck just pointing at each other. Good use of emotes. Just had a sniper round going, I think by Gummy. Yeah, but it did not land the proper hit. Thanks, Barb. PKP gunner, Wiki poking his head out, and Dog 4 on the far grass area with an engineer backpack. Jib firing a GL in there. Don't you love it when the regular rifleman outperforms the sniper? We got Night Owl backtracking on foot to get a truck. You also got these guys also doing it. They might get ambushed by... We got Pinto all the way up there. More importantly, we got Chupless back here. He'd be the only one stopping them. I'd try. Posture check too, all right. Was slouching a little bit. Jib taking a few shots, trying to crawl over to concealment as Gummy takes a headshot from the PKP gunner by Martin. Crazy kill through all of that smoke. If we didn't catch it on camera, I'd say he was aimbotting. He's not, though. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously. All right, got Nielsen, Schultz, and Montgomery trying to straight shot up here. Megan trying to drive that truck out. He finds a trench, though. You know, Schultz and Nielsen might actually be able to do some damage because of how spread out the Blue 4 line is. But I doubt they'd be able to get everyone. Ibanek gets taken out by a little opening. Collective gets knocked out by Nielsen. Morales getting flanked and knocked out. Whale flanking the PKM gunner before it can take Arcor out. Nielsen coming around, getting knocked to his feet in front of the trench. Knocked to his feet again. Collective wakes back up, lining up a shot on Nielsen. But Whale comes around and executes him instead. And then Whale freaks out and shoots Collective, and Collective's like, wait a minute. You're not a baddie. And Whale points at the body and probably says, that's the enemy, you goober. I love it. So you still got Martin and Wiki over here. They've also driven up. Got Blue 4, they've redeployed. Night Owl back walking, probably to recoup stamina. Because when you move backwards, you recover stamina in this game, which is funny compared to walking forward. 100% what happened, I swear. Yeah, no, I know, Whale. That's more than likely what happened, which is pretty funny. More machine gun fire being heard. Martin trying to hit the flank up here. That's making these guys run around. Wiki's coming around using the sheet metal as cover. That's a pretty devious spot. I like it. 15 minutes remaining. Ah, they made this a 40-minute round instead of a 50-minute. That's nice. Martin throws a grenade right over. I think Arcor spotted that grenade and runs down. Wiki throwing another grenade. Martin now pulling around. Crawling up the ladder. Spots Arcor, but Arcor spots him first. Wiki, though, firing from the other side as Arcor pulls his mag. Grenade thrown over. Arcor runs around. Catches Wiki mid-reload. Wiki catching chips by up, but Whale once again saving the day. Ooh, all the Blue 4 guys back here got knocked out. I don't know who the Blue 4 unconscious guy is over here. They drove in with a truck. That was Bacon and his battle buddy. Whew. That would have been, yeah, Bacon back there. I don't remember who his battle buddy was, but yeah, it's just going to be another long round because Blue 4 doesn't have the means to capture anything left, but they have 2 cashed in, and Op 4 doesn't have the means to recapture their spawn, so it's just going to go to Blue 4 by default at this rate. Box score is 2 to Blue 4, none to Op 4, so it's just going to go default to Blue 4. Well, hope everyone's having a wonderful night. We got Hano moving up to Dog 4's position. Dog 4 got hit a little bit. Hanu's on the prowl. Got Eagle back there. Might be able to pick off Hanu as he moves up. And Hanu eventually lands a few shots in. Eagle, though, shooting at Hanu. Got a shot. Another shot. And there's another shot, and that kills Hanu. But if Op 4 goes 1-to-1 at this rate, they're still going to lose. Randman returning fire out the window, thinking that's where the muzzle flashes are coming from. Not a bad guess. AT going into that house, too. And we have another transport Vic. I think that's Skipper Solo driving back. Misreading the roads as he's about to reach the map boundary. About to ask if he's coasting the engine. This is a stolen Op 4 truck. He's about to get the map warning. Skipper quickly turning around because if he doesn't return within 15 seconds, he's killed off. Oh, he's totally coasting the engine because he doesn't want to alert Op 4. That's pretty funny. You got Meep pushing Eagle's position as he's the last guy up on the northern side. If Blue 4 just mounts up half their forces to go take back their spawn zone and the other half stays to camp that zone, then they'll be fine. Somehow broke even. Nice, Sapper. Ooh, Ooh, Eagle knocked out by Arcor. Geo lands right in front of him. I think the corner saved Eagle from taking any damage. That one, nah, he's not waking up. If he does, I'll be genuinely impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. No, I'm not. And he's dead. Okay, well, I was genuinely impressed for like 3 seconds. Don't you love it when you caster curse yourself, but turns out it doesn't really matter. Streamer curse, caster curse, who knows. Op4 X-Ray is still alive. They're the 4 guys, ironically, that are still alive in the center of the AO that weren't really doing anything. You only have 2 guys back here, which to me, I think Skipper got a kill. Pinto's guns up, looking in this direction. Yeah, I think he picked off Chupless over here. So now he's just looking for others, as Pinto now watches that Vic. I'd say it's GG. We're not going to call it just yet. But once it gets to the 4-minute mark, if this looks similar, then we'll call it. But this is one of the weaknesses of Scav Hunt, because if it boils down to this, then you're just going to have a long round of people doing random bits of PvP, which doesn't take away from FNF itself. It's still PvP, it's still fine, but it just means it's a long, tedious round where people just go for kills. And Scav Hunt to me is that break from the, you know, just outright trying to murder each other completely, where you just play the objective. Gives the tactics something to do, you know? I think Pinto was putting some shots down. Oh no, he was receiving some shots, so he folded back. Now he's taking one of these folded out windows. A really good spot for him to be in. And he does have a PSO scope. So he might be able to pick off Skipper, but... if a knockout over here... Rainman got hit, so he's being pulled back to a medic, which is collective back there. Just a wait game. Artisan pulling up. Mito running around. Doesn't spot Artisan because he's in the low ground. Ooh, Mito spotted that antenna. He's firing now at the... firing at the Carl Gustav. He pushes up. Gets aggressive with that grenade. That antenna is going to give him away through this fence, but now Artisan goes crouched. Machine in that one building. Artisan still coming around. On their POV, you see all the marker points for all the items. Artisan going prone. Playing this as stealthy as they can. Might spot some of the guys up on Overwatch. Definitely see Stott and Bay moving around up there. As he pulls back. Cowboy Carl trying to get some pickoffs with his T5000 from range. Isn't able to land any hits, though. 6.5 minutes remain. Ooh, Artisan moving up to Machine's building. Playing dead because I think Machine shot him. No, then what's the blood over here? It might just be Artisan still bleeding. Machine doesn't hear the movement. Hillary Clinton. Which is my code phrase for when you're shot multiple times in the back of the head, but in reality, Machine just hit respawn. That's how the Hillary Clinton works. It's officially a suicide. Will that be enough? We see Blue 4 remounting. I think they're gonna... No, they're just gonna camp it. Skipper moving up. He's gonna try to get up to get one of the trucks to play the objective. But I think with 5 minutes remaining, him solo, he wouldn't be able to get 4 objectives on his own. So it's just gonna play out as is. I do like how Skipper is now trying to set up a bipod in the grass. Pinto's still getting into position. Ooh, it looks like Artisan was taken out. I think Meepo got him. Yeah, there was some sort of firefight right here. Artisan died over here. Not sure what took him out. Probably someone on Overwatch. I think the guy they were bringing back for Blue 4 bled out. The rifle folded in. Grenade thrown into here. Ah, Skipper found Pito and took him out. It's GG. Even if that timer wasn't there, Blue 4 is going to use that one truck, grab the items that are in the open, ferry them to Blue 4 unmolested. It's GG. Don, you can go ahead and pay it out to Blue 4 at this rate. Even if the admin staff go in and say neither side wins because neither side got to 6, Blue 4 had more items, and therefore it's a Blue 4 victory in my book. I will override that. The only way Op4 could win right now is if they somehow eliminated all these guys and then killed Skipper because Skipper decided to come up and take one of the far northern ones, which makes absolutely no sense. I hate that it devolved to Blue 4 just camping Op4's capture zone, but, you know, victory's a victory. Otherwise, going over our final announcements, Sunday we'll be back for a public op. Probably won't do a stream tomorrow because I'm taking a day off. Bloodway and I are going to the Ren Fair. And this weekend, probably around Sunday, you'll see a new tag in our tagging channel go up for DayZ. We're going to be opening up a DayZ server around Wednesday, run by Frost, who's one of the TSB players. It'll be a PvE server with PvP zones, as well as chemical areas and a shit ton of mods. Oh my gosh, is that a non-moderated channel advertised in my channel? Can I have a mod time that guy out, please? Zoni getting the knockout on our core. Great job. A better Frost. Ah, thank you, Don. I appreciate it. I hate it when other people come into my channel and try to mooch. It's very disrespectful. Tiger getting some long-range shots on Zoni. Staunton Bay now running out. Spots Zoni. Isn't able to land the killing blow just yet. There it is. Because Zoni was bandaging and folding into the trench. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of DayZ streaming because I just want to play Loot Goblin for a while. So if you want to come on and kill me, feel free to. Whale killing Mike. That's at least his 4th known kill. He might have more. Last man standing is Space Cowboy Carl. 2 minutes remaining as the sniper. It's over. Yeah, they're calling it Blue 4 victory. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Give me a hand in welcoming Leia to the moderating family. And otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. And go operate operationally. Broadshore, god damn it.